Hey, I'm Caleb Anderson, and welcome to the Spirit Farm Group Experience. What we want to do every single week is give you a short little teaching with group discussion questions for your family, small group, life group, whatever context you find yourself in, around the dinner table or in the living room or on a drive. However this can serve you, we want to cultivate meaningful, deeper, more purposeful conversations so that your relationships can go further. In this episode, we want to talk about the gratitude leak. Because you know what everyone wants but few people find? Enough. Right? Everyone wants more, the next. We're not satisfied with what we have, and we want to push and pursue and go further and faster. And here's the deal. I know that some of you are already getting a little bit anxious because you don't want to lose your edge. Like you want the hustle. You have the drive. You want to build the thing and go further and earn more. And all that's fine. But if you don't cultivate gratitude now, you will never be satisfied later. Like nothing you achieve, no goal that you hit will satisfy you if you're not beginning to cultivate a heart of gratitude now. You can have both. You can have gratitude and the growth, but you have to have the gratitude starting sooner than later. So clue in just for these few minutes, and I think that you'll find something in here that as we shift from this idea of lacking and if only I had to, well, I'm grateful for this, and what if this? It's just a simple heart shift and mind shift. And I want to take you to this ancient manuscript from the Hebrew Scriptures, this text called Numbers. It's in the Old Testament, the Torah part of the Bible, that has been passed down for generations from the Jewish tradition, and it's still so useful today, seeing the human journey, the human experience. And this particular story comes from Numbers chapter 11. Numbers is all about numbers and a census and kind of taking account of the little details of the Jewish nation and their journey. But they pause in chapter 11 to talk about, it was just like Moses, the author, is saying, I just have to talk about how bad this gets, how ugly humanity is in their discontentedness. Because what had just happened months prior is the whole let my people go thing. And Moses saying, Pharaoh, let my people go. And then they march across the Red Sea on dry land. The waters part, this whole community goes across, and then the water swallows all the Egyptian soldiers. You've probably seen that depicted in the movies or heard the stories. That's the Jewish nation. That story had just played out in the very near past. And 3 days ago, before what I'm about to tell you, 3 days prior to what is about to go down, God had descended on a mountain called Sinai and gave Moses the 10 Commandments on 2 tablets and said, here's what I want you to be about. I want you to be about these things. Thunder, lightning, and cloud comes down. Everyone's panicking. And, God is powerful. Moses, you go talk to him. We can't talk to him. Like that kind of power. And then 3 days later, the people are grumbling and complaining to the point of just wanting to die. 3 days later, being led by that same cloud in the sky, a cloud that represents God's presence, this magic cloud that's floating out in front of them and leading them, guiding them, telling them where to go. And the people are upset that when they wake up in the morning, manna has fallen to the ground they get to eat for free. They don't have to work. They don't have to farm. Manna, they wake up and it's on the ground and they eat it and it sustains them. This magic manna, and the people are saying, enough of the magic manna. Enough of the cloud in the sky guiding us. Let's go back to Egypt where we at least had beef once in a while. We're out here in the desert. There's so much uncertainty. I'm tired of this magic manna that just appears out of nowhere. Where is this cloud leading us? Let's go back and have our backs whipped as we create bricks and build stuff for Pharaoh as slaves. Are you kidding me? But that is the human condition. That is the pattern of the gratitude leak. And we complain, and we complain, and we forget how bad it can be and how good we have it. We forget what God has brought us out of. And we forget to notice all the good that He's doing and the miracles that are happening all around us all the time. Here's another way of saying it. When we lose the awe we get the blahs. And the blahs is a polite way of saying it. I mean, the complaining, it goes to a whole nother level of depression and despair if we let it spiral. But when we lose the awe, we get the blahs. So what I want to invite you to do is have a conversation with the people that you're with about how we can cultivate the awe. How we can keep the awe in our life, remembering God's faithfulness and the journey that He's brought us, grateful for the family, the friends, the place where we live, the people that we get to impact, the time that we live in, technology that we can use for good, the health that we might enjoy. And focus on those things and the awe of the little simple miracles that are happening in our lives all the time. How can we encourage each other to focus on that and not lose the awe? Have a great conversation, and I'll see you in the next episode.